Good afternoon. Let us enter into a time of mindfulness and gentle focus for our words of invocation. Spirit of life, source of all love and possibility, we ask for your sacred energy to be present within us and around us as we gather in this special setting to celebrate and give thanks for the Sweet Briar class of 2020. We celebrate these students who have worked hard, studied deeply, asked questions, experienced challenges, and who have lived into their resilience and commitment with courage and clarity during challenging times. Bless them, gracious and empowering one, as they journey forward. May the friendships they have made, the knowledge they have gained, and the visions they have embraced bring them clarity and strength. We offer thanks for the parents, grandparents, brothers and sisters, partners, extended family, and friends who have supported these graduates, encouraged them, and helped make their college journey possible. We are grateful as well for the faculty and staff, the administration and leadership of this amazing college. These are extraordinary individuals, each offering in ways, great and small, wisdom, kindness, and guidance to help light the way for the growth and development of our students. Source of all, who encourages and inspires us to turn our hopes into realities, be with these graduates as they continue to expand their knowledge, share their creativity, open their hearts, and use their individual gifts and talents in greater service for a sustainable and equitable world. Amen, and blessed be.
Please be seated. It is a genuine pleasure to welcome the families and friends of our graduates, those here in person and those joining via live stream, to acknowledge with deep appreciation the nearby presence of faculty and staff, and to acknowledge our special guest today, Board Chair Georgianne Vero, Alumni Alliance Co-Chair Sarah Clement, the Reverend McKenna Morris, and our very special guest, Dr. Jewell Bronaugh. To all of you, welcome. We approach this 112th commencement exercise to celebrate. We celebrate the successes of this graduating class of tenacious and strong-willed women. We celebrate their families for their faith in them and in the college they have called home. We celebrate the faculty and staff of Sweet Briar for their hard work and perseverance, and above all, for their commitment to our students. We celebrate the alumni of the college who have made history, and the board of directors for so ably guiding the college to the future. Pericles, the ancient Greek statesman and general, who presumably knew more about bravery than any, once said that those who can truly be accounted brave are those who best know the meaning of what is sweet in life and what is terrible, and then go out undeterred to meet what is to come. I celebrate and salute the brave members of our community for their profound commitment to the long and important tradition of Sweet Briar of educating women of consequence. Sweet Briar women are engaged, vibrant, and contributing members of the world community. We're proud of each of our graduates, their gifts, ideas, and great promise for making a difference in our world. Each year, we award our prestigious Presidential Medal to a senior who has demonstrated exemplary intellectual achievement, in addition to distinction in the areas of leadership, service to the community, athletic fitness, and enlargement of the college's global perspective. It is with pleasure that I now share a few details about the young woman who was selected as the presidential medalist for 2021. She was dedicated to her studies, graduating in 3 years with just a single blemish on her GPA, an A-. She was nominated for the Barry Goldwater Scholarship for research in a STEM field, and as a leader, she has taken on the presidency of the Changmongs and the Inner Club Council and co-chaired the Student Events Committee. Her service to the community included participation on the Bookshop Committee, Dining Committee, and Lectures and Events Committee. She served as an ARC tutor and a peer academic mentor, and serving as a COVID advisory task force member and a lead COVID captain. She was recognized by the Virginia Sports Information Director's All-Academic Team and a National Chi Alpha Sigma Honor Society. I am so delighted to introduce to you Sydney Campbell, our 2021 Presidential Medalist. Sydney, please come forth.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, President Wu. Oh, goodness gracious. Now, I've thought a lot about my time here at Sweet Briar and what it's provided me, and the common theme seems to be that our mission statement is right. Sweet Briar produces strong women. I know that sounds cliche, but I really do mean it. I've never been surrounded by a group of women as impressive as this one. Oh, goodness. During my past 4 years, the class of 2021 has weathered many challenges and embraced many changes. The transformation of the curriculum, transitions in faculty and staff, and an untamed growth in both the natural beauty of the campus and the exceptional people that inhabit it. We have welcomed in new families of underclasswomen, mentored them, and passed down the wisdom we have learned during our time here. Lessons like how to use Google Calendar, never to miss chicken tender and mac and cheese day and fro throw, and most importantly, to never ever walk through the senior doors until we've reached that golden state. But aside from those things, I really did learn a lot. I learned how to make long-lasting friendships, how to provide empathy, but also know when to draw the line, the dedication and willpower it takes to learn a varsity sport for the first time. And I also learned how to derive full conditional distributions, but I didn't think that was very good for a graduation speech, but I included it anyways. Now, all of this would not have been possible without the support and encouragement of my friends and family. Thank you, Mom, and my family for raising me to be the strong, independent woman I am today. I just need one moment. I do just want to note that I really did follow in my mother's footsteps. She also attended an all-women's college and studied mathematics. Thank you, Mom, for the math brain. I appreciate it. Thank you, Coach Newman and the lacrosse team for showing me that despite my doubts, with practice, dedication, and a sportive group of teammates, we really can accomplish anything. Thank you, Risa, for being the truest friend, and Jess for being the most supportive mentor I could have ever asked for. I admire all that you do for the college, and I'm so grateful I got to work with both of you. Lastly, thank you, Loftus. You simply taught me everything. I could not have asked for a better advisor, professor, and role model than you. Thank you for always believing in me and my abilities. I would not be where I am today without you. To sum it all up, it's really crazy to think that 3 years ago, I was a high school student who was adamant that she was not coming to Sweet Briar. But here I am, 3 years later, standing here, holding back tears as I stand in front of y'all to say goodbye. But all in all, I'd say that my time at Sweet Briar has been quite reasonable. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Samantha Runyon is the president of the class of 2021. Samantha is a psychology major from Knoxville, Tennessee. She has been an active campus leader, serving as a COVID captain, Sweet Peas chairwoman, QV president and a member of the Junior Banquet Committee. Sammy has been honored with the Nancy Godwin Baldwin Award and Mary McIntosh Scherer Award, and as a member of Alpha Lambda Delta and on the Dean's List since 2018. Employed as a member of the admissions office staff since 2018, Sammy has served as an admissions ambassador, vice chair, and in her spare time has assisted as a tutor in the Academic Resources Center. I'm pleased to present to you Samantha Sammy Runyon, Senior Class President. Hey, Sammy, here you go.
Good afternoon, and welcome to friends, family, faculty, and fellow graduates. Thank you everyone for being here with us today to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2021. I would like to begin by addressing my fellow graduates. I have been honored to serve as your class president for the final stretch of our time at Sweet Briar, and I would like to thank Madeline McAllister for so wonderfully serving in the role before myself. Additionally, I would like to thank Rachel Logan, our vice president, and Caroline Potts, our treasurer, and our alum class president, for acting alongside me to make our final year memorable. I'm so grateful for the leadership and initiative that you have shown, and I could not imagine being part of a better team. I would also like to thank the class of 2021 as a whole for your continued perseverance, flexibility, and dedication to the school. Before the semester began, I charged the senior class with setting an example for the younger classes in this difficult year. The class of 2021 has navigated this year with grace and dignity and persevered through so many changes in our short time here, and I've never been prouder to call myself a Sweet Briar woman. I stand here today and I look at a successful group of graduates. Among us are students that have been accepted into programs at Vanderbilt, University of Virginia, and University of St. Andrews, just to name a few. After today, some of you will no longer be considered students, heading straight into the workforce at places such as Foxtail Farm, ACSAI Media, and Insight positions. The class of 2021 continues to amaze me with everything we can accomplish. We've come so far since our first year at Sweet Briar. Our first year, I was constantly homesick, and I would count down the days until I got to go home again. On one of our trips back to Sweet Briar that first year, hold your hats. On one of our trips back to Sweet Briar that first year, my older sister Riley said to me, "It gets easier when you feel like you have something you're coming back to." I thought I understood what she meant in that moment. I had friends, I liked my classes, I liked my professors, but it didn't fully click for me what she meant until we got sent home last year. And I was homesick again, but this time I was homesick for Sweet Briar. Today we're gonna leave Sweet Briar again, but this time we're leaving fully understanding what we have to come back to. We will be returning to the place that we have dedicated so much time, energy, and passion to. We will be returning to the place where we have left our lasting legacy as a class in the form of a Cherokee Brave dogwood that stands in the courtyard to the right of where you all sit now. We will be returning to the place where it all started, Meadowglass Residence Hall, and the memories that we've made together. I'm so grateful for the time that we've had together, and I am so excited to see each of you flourish as we move forward. Thank you.
We're thrilled to have Dr. Jewell Bronaugh speak to the mighty class of 2021. In 2018, Governor Ralph Northam appointed Dr. Bronaugh as the 16th Commissioner of the Virginia Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. She previously also served as the Virginia State Executive Director for the USDA Farm Service Agency, or FSA. In her role as the executive director, she was responsible for the supervision of 41 field offices and the state FSA office comprising 186 employees. Prior to being appointed to FSA, she served as the dean of the College of Agriculture at Virginia State University, where she led the strategic vision and the academic departments of agriculture, family and consumer sciences, and hospitality management. In spring of 2019, she launched the Farmer Stress Task Force, organized in partnership with agricultural and health-related agencies and organizations to raise awareness and coordinate resources to address farmer stress and mental health challenges in Virginia. And now, Dr. Bronaugh, who holds a doctorate in career and technical education from Virginia Tech University, continues on her groundbreaking career path. President Joe Biden nominated Dr. Bronaugh to serve as Deputy Secretary of the U.S. Department of Agriculture, where, if confirmed, she'll be the first Black woman and woman of color to serve as USDA Deputy Secretary. In her April 22nd opening statement to the Senate Committee on Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry at a confirmation hearing, Dr. Bronaugh noted that she went into education because her parents are both teachers and they raised her to be an educator, but she focused on agriculture because she, quote, wanted to inspire young people to build better communities through food and nutrition, end quote. And now, to inspire you, I give you Dr. Jewell Bronaugh.
Good afternoon on this beautiful day. I'm so happy to be here. To President Wu, to the Sweet Briar Board of Directors, to faculty and staff, alumni, parents, family members, partners, and distinguished guests, and to the fabulous, unique, incredible, awesome, and talented class of 2021, I say congratulations and get ready, because your time is now. If Indiana Fletcher Williams and her daughter Daisy were here today, they would say, I am so pleased with what I am seeing in these powerful women. Now, if you don't know who Indiana Fletcher Williams and Daisy are, I may have to hold on to your degree because I'm sure they taught you that during freshman year, but I can't tell you how proud I am of each of you. I can't tell you what an honor it is for me to be here today. Today fulfills something very important to me. I have always dreamed of speaking at a college commencement ceremony, and Sweet Briar gave me my very first invitation. So again, I say thank you, and to the class of 2021 for fulfilling my dream. I'm sure many of you all are familiar with the story of Esther in the Old Testament of the Bible. Now, the book of Esther is unique in that it is only one of two books in the Bible named for women. The other is the book of Ruth. In the events in the book of Esther, which took place in 483 BC, it opens when the Persian king, King Xerxes, was looking for a new wife. He was looking for a new wife after he decided to divorce the wife he had because she refused to dance around and flaunt at the Feast of Purim in front of everyone after he demanded that she do so. So he banishes her, and he makes arrangements to choose a new queen from a selection of young women throughout the kingdom. There you find Esther, a beautiful yet humble young woman, an orphan, raised by a cousin after her parents died. After a long search for a queen, out of all of the women in the kingdom, King Xerxes fell in love with Esther. Needless to say, Esther had to hide her Jewish nationality from her Persian king, yet she married the king and went on to save an entire generation of Jewish people from their demise through her bravery, her smarts, her grace, and her intelligence. And she led with her positive influence, which is why the outcome of her people was so positive. The story of Esther illustrates how anyone, especially a woman, has been created for greatness, no matter what your background is, where you come from, who raised you, your life experiences, and your tragedies. It also illustrates how we as women can fight our fears and bring glory to an entire generation of people. My favorite verse, on which I often stand, is when Esther's cousin Mordecai pled with her to enter into the king's presence unannounced to save her Jewish people. Now, although that sounds simple, the rules of the kingdom were that no one could enter into the king's presence unannounced, not even his wife. So it would be a big chance for Esther to do so. Her cousin Mordecai said to Esther, "For if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance for the Jews will arrive from another place, but you and your family will perish. And who knows, but that you have come to this royal position for such a time as this." And I say to you today, for who knows, but that you have come to this time in your life as graduates of the 112th class of Sweet Briar College for such a time as this. Ladies, it is your time, so get ready. This area that we're in is full of Esthers. Not that I'm saying all of you all will go forth and marry a king, because most of us have kissed a few frogs along the way before we found our king or our queen, but that's not the point of the story. The story of Esther is about strength, it's about leadership, bravery, and greatness. I see Esthers before me today who are going forth to change the world. Again, get ready, because you are here for such a time as this. You have an opportunity to lean on the Esthers who've come before you. And I'll talk a little bit about Sweet Briar as a college, but I relate to Sweet Briar. I want you to know that Sweet Briar is you, and you are Sweet Briar. You are part of its success, and its success will always be a part of you. The story of Sweet Briar is amazing. Sweet Briars rise, and then fall, and then illustrious rise again, which is pretty much how life is. Life sometimes will allow us to rise, then we fall, and then we rise again to even greater heights. In 2015, the college's board of directors, following a unanimous vote, announced the college would close August 25th due to insurmountable financial challenges. Here's a point. Sometimes the greatest things emerge during the most dismal circumstances. Life is full of insurmountable challenges. We have just experienced many in 2020, but none of these challenges are impossible. Many times it's how you look at them that determine the outcome. Many see a challenge as an opportunity. Remember, you have the power to turn things around. Again, you know the story. Sweet Briar alumni, students, faculty, and supporters united to save the college from closing through legal action, social media, and a fundraising campaign, Saving Sweet Briar. That story always amazes me. At the beginning of August, before Sweet Briar opened its doors again, volunteers, mostly alumni, returned to campus to paint, prune, pull weeds, work together to prepare the college for an incoming crop of students. If there's anyone who's here today who had a hand in that change in history, who came here, pulled weeds, painted, did anything, please stand and be recognized. We have to give a round of applause for those who have given back to this university. This has been, thank you, about people working together to do what needed to be done. That's such an important component of what Sweet Briar is all about. And then on February 6, 2017, the college announced that Meredith Jung-In Woo would become the 13th president of Sweet Briar College. Now there's an Esther for you, a true queen, a true visionary leader. To some, perhaps an unlikely leader of Sweet Briar College. President Woo born in Seoul, South Korea. She's done so many great things, it's hard to name. Who knew she was an author, an executive producer of an award-winning film, a university dean? She's even focused on efforts to treat brain disorders, Parkinson's disease, and others. I first met President Wu in 2018, and the first time I saw her, the first thing that came to my mind was, that's one stylish little lady. And she's so powerful, just like all the other ladies I've met here at Sweet Briar. And when I first met her, we had an opportunity to tour campus. We were riding on a golf cart, taking a look at the beautiful grounds, and in that moment, I said, President Wu, I have a question for you. For so many years, I've known Sweet Briar to have the highest tuition of any college in the state of Virginia. I heard the tuition was lowered. How have you managed to do that and stay afloat? So I braced myself for this long dissertation about how Sweet Briar came up with a longitudinal formula of some sort that involved regression analysis that was only understood by special mathematicians, and somehow the university came up with the perfect tuition rate that no other university would ever understand or be able to replicate. No. Instead, President Wu turned to me and very calmly said, it's simple. You stop giving out a bunch of grants and scholarships just so people can afford to come to school here, and you simply reduce the tuition. After that, you trim the fat, you get your house in order. And I was like, really? That simple? I said, this woman is a pure genius. Here's the point. Intelligence and influence are often demonstrated with few words and a sense of humbleness. You don't have to tell people how great you are. The greatest influencers often speak quietly and very simply. And as my grandmother would always say, it's fools that talk all the time. You should be so proud to be a graduate of this college, named one of U.S. News and World Report's most innovative schools for 2020 and 2021. Sweet Briar College has uniquely positioned you to lead this nation through the many challenges that we face today. And I think about the 4 major priorities of this president's administration: the COVID-19 pandemic and health disparities, climate change, racial equity, and building back our economy stronger, especially our rural economy. Each year, you'll have an opportunity to learn what you learned here through your professional relationships, your friendships, your relationships with your professors and colleagues. You have an opportunity to change the world. So my next lesson, thank you. Be a beacon of light, no matter where you are or who you're around. This is why we love live. It's real life. Just give us 1 second here. Again, be a beacon of light, no matter who you are or who you are around. Find out what makes you unique, what makes you shine bright, and step into that light and own it. You come from a powerful background here, as Sweet Briar is building the rural economy right here around us. You have shared yourself with the Amherst community and communities beyond, given back through fresh produce, vegetables grown in the greenhouse, backpack drives, meal donations, blood drives, and scholarships. That's how you help build your local community, and that's how we will build back our economy in the United States. And talk about owning it. Sweet Briar did something totally unique for a college in Virginia. It chose to focus on the areas of agriculture and environmental sustainability. Agriculture is the largest private industry in the state of Virginia. It employs nearly 500,000 people in the state of Virginia. Forestry is the 3rd largest private industry. And women, we are a powerful force in agriculture. 36% of women in the nation are agricultural producers, and we do it just as well, if not better, than the men. Please know that taking ownership in agriculture in Virginia is a bold step in a state where you have some powerful land-grant universities that claim most of that space. But just like Sweet Briar, you need to boldly find your space and own it. Feeding close to 9 billion people by 2050 while also trying to reach net zero emissions goals are amongst the greatest challenges that we face and amongst the boldest initiatives that we will tackle. And there's a lot more to be done in that space. You have the skills to do it. Don't be afraid to tackle it. You're prepared for the challenge. My next suggestion, don't ever be afraid of a tough conversation. I think about the many important conversations, actions, and engagement around racial equity during this past year. We've had many conversations about racial equity in the past, but now we're just starting to have those tough conversations. That's where change really begins to happen. We all have to look at ourselves in the mirror sometimes and admit where change is needed. Many aspects of Sweet Briar's history are beautiful, but many are painful and complex, just like our lives are. We often hide our painful past. We don't want people to know the things that we've done in our background, and we hide in shame. But these experiences have made us who we are, and we must acknowledge these things and use them for our growth. As we envision Sweet Briar and the smell of roses, Sweet Briar was formerly a plantation that relied on the labor of enslaved individuals, both African American and Native American. That's the history. We cannot change the history, but we can fully acknowledge it, face it, come to terms with it, and figure out a way to move forward. That time is now. We can no longer tolerate the continuation of discrimination and bias under any circumstance. Racial bias, gender bias, religious bias, physical bias, mental bias, social bias. There seems to be a bias for almost everything. But every one of us has a role to play in helping society understand and embrace one another in a better way. Sweet Briar did just that. The former president, Betsy Mullenfeld, acknowledged that while African Americans at Sweet Briar did not choose so to labor, they stand nonetheless as the college's co-founders. She went on to say, "We will no longer pretend that Sweet Briar has been a refined institution of higher learning. I pledge to you today that we will continue the work to confront our past, we will learn from it, and use it to inform what we do." I challenge every person here to speak in the way that you can use your voice to create a more welcoming, engaging, and respectful society. How do I do that, you ask? Some of this is not my background. Your voice can be the most powerful. It may be a moment of educating someone that certain actions are wrong. It may mean not laughing at the inappropriate joke, not sharing or liking the tweet, the Instagram post, the Snapchat, the TikTok. It may be taking time to learn about someone else's culture or background simply because it's different from yours. In the future, it may mean using your position to hire someone whom everyone else said is not qualified. But you know they just need a chance, and you hold that chance. Because who amongst us has not ever needed a chance in our lives? I encourage you to continue to express the desire to enhance diversity at every opportunity, and to repeat a quote of President Wu. She said to me, "Excellence is diversity, and diversity is excellence." And indeed it is. We are made stronger because of our differences. And my last suggestion, sometimes you may seem like the most unlikely person to be at the head of the table, but you are the exact person needed for that moment. And if you ever find yourself in that position, just be yourself. Never in a million years would I have thought I would have had the opportunity to serve as the United States Deputy Secretary of Agriculture. To say being nominated for this position is an honor is an understatement. To many people, I seemed like an unlikely candidate for this position. I'm just a little old girl from Petersburg, Virginia. There are not many farms in Petersburg, if any. I'm not a farmer. As I grew up, I was not connected to any powerhouses in agriculture. I didn't have political connections in Washington. As a matter of fact, as I embarked on this nomination process, I'd often hear people say, people don't really know who you are. And I wanted to say, good, because I don't know who you are either. I asked myself, why me? How did I come to this? But then I said, but why not me? I worked hard in agriculture for almost 20 years, prepared myself, I tried to make good decisions. I made a few mistakes, but I lived to tell about them. Why not me? Why not you? You have prepared yourself. You've earned a great education. We're here to celebrate that today. You're born leaders. Why not you? And the one thing everybody kept telling me throughout this process was, Jewell, just be yourself. And I kept thinking, well, I need to be more like this person. I should be more like the previous deputy secretary or the previous secretary. No, Jewell, just be you. That seemed too easy to me. Surely no one meant that. Yes, they did. Who better for us to be than just be ourselves? Just like Esther, we're all created for a specific purpose. You have been created for a specific purpose, and don't ever change. That purpose will come when the time is right. You have been created to be the Esther of your time, so get ready. Your time is now. And I simply want to ask the people who have come here today, who have supported these illustrious graduates, if you are a parent of a graduate, please stand. If you are a grandparent, please stand. A sister, a brother, cousins, other relatives. If you're a partner, please stand. Faculty and staff, please stand. Friends and even enemies, because your haters can be your best motivators, please stand. To the class of 2021, these are the Esthers and the King Xerxes who have come before you. Follow their support into your destiny. Thank you. Today, I challenge you to be an Esther, bold and courageous enough to stand for the truth, to voice your opinion, fight for the good of others, even when it means you sacrifice yourself. You have been put in a position for a purpose. Never be afraid to heed that inner voice, for who knows that you have been born for such a time as this. Congratulations, class of 2021. Best wishes to you, and go forth and do great things in the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Bronaugh. Dean Teresa Garrett, Assistant Professor Meredith McCool, and Dean Carrie Greenstein, please join me.
Will the candidates for the degree of Masters of Arts in Teaching please rise? Madam President, as Dean of the College and in accordance with the faculty vote, I have the honor to present the candidates for the degree of Masters of Arts in Teaching. They have fulfilled all the requirements for the degree.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Board of Directors of Sweet Briar College, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon you the degree of Masters of Arts in Teaching degree, and I admit you to all the rights, privileges, and obligations pertaining to the company of educated persons.
Our first candidate is Julie Marlene Washington Horton, Richmond, Virginia, Masters of Arts in Teaching. Next, Haley Jo Kirby, Alta Vista, Virginia, Masters of Arts in Teaching. Celeste Kale Noble, Shipman, Virginia, Bachelors of Arts, Masters of Arts in Teaching. Bridgette Angelina Parker, Lynchburg, Virginia, Masters of Arts in Teaching. And Rachel Lene Woods, Raleigh, North Carolina, Masters of Arts in Teaching, degree anticipated in absentia. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelors of Arts, Bachelors of Fine Arts, and Bachelors of Science please rise? Madam President, as Dean of the College and in accordance with the faculty vote, I have the honor to present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelors of Arts, Bachelors of Fine Arts, and Bachelors of Science. They have fulfilled all the requirements for the degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Board of Directors of Sweet Briar College, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science, respectively, and I admit you to all the rights, privileges, and obligations pertaining to the company of educated women.
As I call the names of the candidates, if we could have the audience refrain from applause until they have received their diplomas. First, Sandra Gale Alexander, Forest, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, in absentia. Rania Aljak, Alexandria, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Rosemary Elizabeth Austin, Commerce Township, Michigan, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude, honors in computer science. Kate Lynn Balding, Williamsburg, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, equine certificate in teaching and schooling concentration. Abigail Faith Cahill, Powhatan, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, in absentia. Julie Azure Cameron, Kihei, Maui, Hawaii, Bachelor of Arts, in absentia. Sydney Alexandria Campbell, Amherst, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude, highest honors in mathematics. Teresa Caribou, West Chicago, Illinois, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Natalie Jean Carroll, Winchester, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Maria Michelle Coiner, Prince George, Virginia, Bachelor of Science. Abigail De Leon, Laredo, Texas, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Sydney Jordan DeSena, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Wendy Gale Easley, Amherst, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude, in absentia. Amina Merrim Felton, Chester, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts in absentia. Nora Dean Florio, Lynchburg, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Catherine Elizabeth Ford, Goochland, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Janitra Vanetta Griffin, Honolulu, Hawaii, Bachelor of Arts, degree anticipated in absentia. Madison Paige Harpum, Amherst, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Caitlin Elizabeth Hawk, Goochland, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Margaret Mary Heath, Katy, Texas, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa, and an Arts Management Certificate. Kelsey Juliana Harity, Fairfax, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Maeve Misan Hilangas, Oak Park, Illinois, Bachelor of Arts, degree anticipated. Emma Hostley Hines, Chesterfield, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Kayla Ruth Hobbs, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, in absentia. Mary Elizabeth Hodges, Kenbridge, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Brianna Simone Hughes, Amherst, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Hannah Pearl Inman, Monroe, Maine, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Tamia Tashaya Jackson, Brooklyn, New York, Bachelor of Arts. Alexis Louise Jones, Suffolk, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Natalie Elizabeth Jones, Boone, North Carolina, Bachelor of Arts. Dharma Mackenzie Keir, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Sarah Hunter Kelly, Swansboro, North Carolina, Bachelor of Arts. Ruth Elizabeth Lechner, Baltimore, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Danielle Jane Lewis, Hurt, Virginia, Bachelor of Science, degree anticipated. Angelica Mary Lindberg, Stanfield, North Carolina, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Rachel Erin Logan, Delmar, Maryland, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Skylar Ray Maiden, Richmond, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Audrey Shea Malone, Centennial, Colorado, Bachelor of Arts. Hannah Rose Marin, Beaverton, Oregon, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Olivia Alexandra Mason, Lynchburg, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Madeline Olivia McAllister, Richmond, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Samantha Akariza Muhire, Rwanda, Kigali, Bachelor of Arts. Hannah Bella Ann Neal, Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, equine certificate in the management concentration. Kaylin Nicole Newman, Bedford, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Kendall Lee Nicely, Glen Allen, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Liberty Maeve O'Donnell, Sarasota, Florida, Bachelor of Arts. Mary Shannon Parker, Chester, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Lillian Elise Peterson, Ashland, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude, highest honors in studio art, equine certificate in the teaching and schooling concentration. Lauren Marie Ann Phillips, Bristow, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Carolyn Ryan Vallejo Potts, Lovettsville, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, highest honors in history. Mary Catherine Rossi, Leesburg, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Samantha Carol McCullum Runyon, Knoxville, Tennessee, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Sharon Jacqueline Dupree Speck, Kent, Connecticut, Bachelor of Arts, degree anticipated. Asha Sophia Stewart, Milford, Pennsylvania, Bachelor of Arts, in absentia. Sally Page Stukes, Hampton, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Sarah Jane Strasick, Sarasota, Florida, Bachelor of Arts, degree anticipated, in absentia. Kendall Nicole Tharp, Sax, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. Michaela Dawn Tharp, Dobson, North Carolina, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude, in absentia. Christina Regine Thompson, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Bachelor of Arts. Sierra Kalina on Winningham, Chatham, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts. And Brianna Christine Ray, Colonial Heights, Virginia, Bachelor of Arts.
It is now my privilege to introduce the chair of the board of directors of the college to bring you greetings from the board. A graduate of Sweet Briar class of 1972, Georgine Vera is the David P. Leonard Professor of Law at Loyola of Los Angeles Law School since 1995. Since 2007, she also has served as president of Oswin Realty Corporation, a family-owned residential and commercial real estate firm in New York City. Prior to her current positions, she was Associate Dean of the Fordham University School of Law and Leonard F. Manning Professor of Law. From 1988 to 2000, she chaired the Board of Trustees for the Dalkan Shield Claimants Trust, a court-appointed position, and helped design and implement the plan to distribute more than $3 billion to more than 200,000 claimants. Since 1994, Georgine Vera has been on the editorial board of Moore's Federal Practice and has authored numerous books and articles. Georgine graduated from Sweet Briar in 1972, and in 1975, she received a Master's of Education from the University of Virginia in Social Studies. She graduated first in her class from Fordham University School of Law in 1979. She was law clerk to the Honorable Joseph M. McLaughlin, U.S. District Court for Eastern District of New York. Georgine was awarded the Sweet Briar College Distinguished Alumna Award in 1997. I'm very pleased to present to you the board chair, Georgine Vera.
To President Wu, thank you for that very kind introduction. To our distinguished speaker and Madam Secretary-to-be, thank you so much for joining us today and for your great speech. And I'm going to try to do what I can to stay away from frogs. To my good friend and co-chair of the Alumni Alliance, Sarah Clement, I look forward to your remarks in a few moments. To the class of 2021, you did it. Congratulations from the Sweet Briar College Board of Directors. Your choice to attend Sweet Briar vindicated the effort of hundreds of our alumni who mobilized to ensure that Sweet Briar would thrive into perpetuity. As we connected back in 2015, we understood more than ever how our experiences here at Sweet Briar had made us the women that we all are. And that inspired us to battle and to continue to support our college so that a Sweet Briar education would be there for generations of women to come, including you, the class of 2021. And you, in turn, have shown your spunk, your courage, your esterness. You persevered through curricular changes as well as, I understand, the upheaval occasioned by windstorms during your first year, and apparently you're going out to them as well. Think of all you have accomplished. You successfully completed your course of study with our great faculty while finding ways to support and keep in touch with one another during the entire time, whether you were on campus or off. Here it comes again. You excelled. I have been told about your remarkable and innovative senior projects, including, quote, the nutrient film technique hydroponic system that our engineering students, that the engineering seniors designed and built that will be used in a greenhouse. You have engaged in honors research in all kinds of interesting areas, including sustainability and environmental science at places like the Smithsonian Mason School of Conservation. Many of you came here as presidential scholars, and many more of you have been awarded more scholarships in academic and other awards over the last few years. I am impressed to learn about the graduate programs and jobs you have landed. My colleagues on the board were delighted to learn that you'll be attending schools such as Vanderbilt, Duke, and UVA, or starting your careers by, among other interesting jobs, working as a forestry consultant and taking on manufacturing and engineering internships. On the sports front, once again, Sweet Briar punched well over its weight class in our equestrian program. Led by your classmates, Katie Balding and Lily Peterson, who received Best Rider and Best Rider Scholar Awards, you won the ODAC Championship again. And for the first time this year, you won the NCEA National Championship. Congratulations, amazing. Hannah Inman, another of our riders on our IHSA team, was a second-team National All-Academic honoree. You helped our athletic teams excel once again. Alexis Jones and Rosemary Jones in field hockey, Ruth Lechner, Maeve Hillengas in tennis. Our tennis team has made it to the finals of ODAC, and I understand our doubles team is going to national championships, and the entire team may also be going to the regional championships. Excellent. I also want to applaud Hannah Marin in cross country, Sydney Campbell, Madison Hartman, Teresa Caravo, Nora Florio, and Dar McKeer, all who played lacrosse or swam or both. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I also want to thank those of you who served admirably over the last several years on various board committees. Very, very helpful to get your input on all kinds of matters. I apologize if I've missed anybody, but why don't you all stand up? Let's applaud all of you who helped us excel on the field and excelled in the classroom. Thank you. Perseverance and adaptability are the hallmarks of the class of 2021. You were here as President Wu successfully created, and the faculty successfully created and implemented our core curriculum. I just realized I forgot to take this off. I am aware that sometimes there were bumps in the road, and times that many of you felt that the only way you could get what you wanted was to demand it and to fight for it. Your class thus provided the foundation that helped Sweet Briar be named most innovative college, one of the most innovative colleges in the country in U.S. News & World Report, twice while you were here. You are indomitable. You were indomitable and are now prepared to be so throughout your life as it inevitably continues to throw curveballs at you. You are vixen fierce and courageous. So too are your parents and family. Please stand and applaud them for supporting you as you navigated your way to your hard-won degrees. And when you get home, please hug all the rest of the family and friends who couldn't be here today to thank them for their support as well. Give them a hand. Thank you. You had another partner in your journey. The support and superlative teaching you received from our faculty has given you the tools you need to continue to learn how to learn. That is a liberal arts education at its best. I want to thank them, and I want to thank all of you for your hard work. I know the disruptions occasioned by COVID. I was very pleased that Sweet Briar College was one of only 3% of all colleges in the country that was able to put on in-person teaching. So congratulations to the faculty, congratulations to you, and I know they're in the chapel, so wave to them and thank them as well. After the last year we all have had, I am so glad that I could be on the stage with you in the quad, able to see each of you as you were presented with your diplomas. I know we will meet at a Sweet Briar event at some point down the line. In the meantime, I am confident that your Sweet Briar education and experience has taught you that although you can't control everything about your environment, you, the class of 2021, with all you've gone through, are uniquely positioned to adapt to our fast-changing world. You will take whatever challenges may confront you and turn them into opportunities. Your Sweet Briar experience has positioned you to do that. And the members of the Board of Directors stand ready to help you as you continue to grow as women of consequence. Good luck, class of 2021, and holla holla, there's nothing you cannot do. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. Sarah Preston Clement is retired as an administrative judge at U.S. Merit Systems Protection Board in Arlington, Virginia, adjudicating employment appeals of federal employees. She majored in English at Sweet Briar, earned an MA in English Literature from Columbia University in 1977 and a JD in 1984 from the University of Virginia. In 2015, Sarah served as chairwoman of the Saving Sweet Briar Board of Directors and is now one of the 3 co-chairs leading the Alumni Alliance Council. Sarah's mother, Martha Mansfield Clement, class of 1948, worked on campus as a development officer. Her sisters, Ann Clement, 78, and Ellen Clement Maury, 1980, and her niece, Sarah Mansfield Maury, 06, also attended the college. For Sarah Clement, Sweet Briar is a family affair, and as she reminds us, Sweet Briar is our alma mater, Latin for nurturing mother. In 2016, Sarah, along with 6 other Saving Sweet Briar Incorporated board members, was awarded the Distinguished Alumna Award as alumni who, with tremendous dedication and passion for the preservation of the college, made careers out of their volunteer efforts to save Sweet Briar. Please join me in welcoming Sarah Preston Clement.
Thank you, President Wu, for that kind introduction. And congratulations, class of 2021. You've risen to meet every challenge, and we are all here today to celebrate your achievements. As you leave your undergraduate student days behind, you are not leaving Sweet Briar behind. Your memories, your incomparable liberal arts education,
and all the friends and classmates you have spent so much time with will stay with you and will help you rise to every occasion that presents itself over the years to come. You are also joining a strong sisterhood of 14,000 other alumni of Sweet Briar, stretching back 9 decades. I am here today to welcome you into the Sweet Briar College Alumni Alliance, which you all just joined today. The Alumni Alliance is a great way to maintain your ties to Sweet Briar and to the classmates and friends that accompanied you on your college journey. It was created to allow alumni to give back as volunteers in service to Sweet Briar. The alumni of Sweet Briar have shown that together, there's nothing we cannot do. There are currently 8 active working groups in the Alliance, including young alumni support for the more recent graduates of the college. The clubs group, class leaders, admissions ambassadors, alumni communications, and Sweet Work Weeks are among others of the groups. Everyone is welcome to join any or all of these working groups. Volunteering in some capacity with the Alumni Alliance is a great way to stay connected to and give back to the college that has meant so much to all of us, and to get to know other alumni from other classes before and after yours. Information about all of the working groups is available on the college website, and we hope you will join us in whatever capacity works for you. Again, congratulations to each of you, and thank you to the parents, staff, family, and friends that have made this day possible. Congratulations, and please connect with us.
Thank you, Sarah. We're honored to have you here today representing the Alumni Alliance Council. The greatest asset of a liberal arts college like Sweet Briar is its faculty. Students choose to come here because they prefer small classrooms to large lectures. They come here because they have access to the fine faculty who are their teachers, advisors, and sometimes lifelong friends. The faculty here teach through books, but also through discussions and engagement, and most importantly, through example. It is often noted that the institution of liberal arts is an old one, very old, older than the Catholic Church. The remarkable persistence of this type of learning is in no small measure owing to the excellence and passion of the professoriate. Some of the faculty here today have been with Sweet Briar for a long time, long enough to have shaped it and be shaped by it. Some of the faculty have come to us more recently, joining in this remarkable endeavor to educate and mentor these, our leaders of tomorrow. You have contributed to the success of this institution. I want to express my gratitude for your distinguished and often selfless service. Thank you. I now invite Teresa Caravo, SGA Academic Affairs Chair, and Madeline McAllister, SGA President, to the stage to present the Excellence in Teaching and Excellence in Service Awards.
Thank you, President Wu. The SGA's Faculty Excellence in Teaching Award is awarded to a faculty member based solely on votes and recommendations from students and provides an opportunity for the student body to recognize an eligible faculty member who has gone above and beyond to enhance students' experiences here at Sweet Briar College. This year, the recipient of the Faculty Excellence in Teaching Award is someone who many consider to be a pillar at SBC for years. Whether they are providing engaging lectures in the classroom or mentorship outside the classroom, they have never lacked helpful insight. We are grateful to have someone who is always willing to step up in times of need like this professor is. One commenter noted that he is always at your disposal. One of the best professors I have ever met. A humble man, he has motivated me in my toughest times. I absolutely adore him. Another said, he is always available to help or give advice.
He actively tries to make Sweet Briar a better place, and he listens to students and takes them seriously. The winner of the 2020-2021 Excellence in Teaching Award is Professor Jeffrey Key.
Hello. Before I announce the winner of the Excellence in Service Award, I want to mention what this award means. The Excellence in Service Award is given each year by the SGA through a vote of the student body to a staff member who has demonstrated excellence in service at Sweet Briar College during the academic year. I would like to take a moment to say thank you to all of our staff members who work diligently to keep our campus running and looking beautiful. Your work does not go unnoticed. This year's Excellence in Service Award winner is someone who has worked tirelessly to make students feel nurtured, welcomed, and included. He is deserving of this recognition and more. His student-facing approach to his job makes him not only approachable, but genuine. Our campus is so blessed to have him as a core member. One commenter noted, "He has never given up on me, and he supports me when no one else will." Another said, "He's helped me and countless other students with any problem we may have had and has always been someone to turn to if we just needed to talk." This nominee has truly gone above and beyond for students here at Sweet Briar. The winner of the 2020-2021 Teaching and Excellence Staff Award goes to Tony Riles.
Thank you, Madeline and Teresa. I now invite Dean Garrett to the podium to present commencement awards and honors.
Just 1 second, sorry. I think I forgot to do something very important. And I'm going to do it now, even though it may not be the right time, which is to direct you all to move your tassels to your left so that it's on this side. Now you're officially graduates. I didn't want to forget, and I may have missed it in here, so. Okay. I call your attention to the senior awards listed in your commencement program. These have already been presented to the recipients. Will these women listed in the program please stand to be recognized? And will you join me in a round of applause for this fine group of young women? It is now my honor to announce the All College Awards. Dean Greenstein will come up and help with the handing out. The Penelope Zara Award was established by Mr. Edgar F. Zara, Jr., father of Penelope Lane Zara, and of the class of 1975. The award honors the senior who best combines scholastic achievement, student leadership, and effective contributions to the improvement of the quality of student life at Sweet Briar. The recipient of this award for the class of 2021 is Samantha Carol McCullum Runyon. Samantha, please come forward. In honor of Dr. Connie M. Guyon, Mr. and Mrs. J. Wilson Newman and their daughters, Claire Newman Blanchard, class of 1960, and Mildred Newman Thayer, class of 1961, established the Connie M. Guyon Award to be given to a member of the graduating class for their excellence as a human being and as a member of the college. The recipient of this award for the class of 2021 is Madeline Olivia McAllister. The Walker Family Award honors a senior or seniors with high scholastic standing, a cheerful, positive disposition, and who show warmth, generosity, and humility. The recipient for the class of 2021 is Nora Dean Florio. Nora, please come forward. The family of Professor Judith Molinar Elkins established the Judith Molinar Elkins Prize to recognize the outstanding achievements of seniors majoring in the mathematical, physical, environmental, or biological sciences who have actively participated in the college community and demonstrated the ideals and dedication to learning exemplified by the life of Professor Elkins. The recipient of this prize from the class of 2021 is Rosemary Elizabeth Austin. Rosemary, please come forward. Each year, the college recognizes academic achievement by conferring upon the highest ranking member of each class the honorary title of Emily Watts McVeigh Scholar. The recipient of this award for the class of 2021 is Rania Aljak. Rania, please come forward.
Dear class of 2021, most of you entered the college in the fall of 2017 at the same time as I entered this college. We are the same class. I was just like you then, wide-eyed, curious, excited, full of hope for the future. And I am like you now, still excited, still full of hope for the future, for myself, for this college, and above all for you. There will be after you many more classes to come, gathered as you are on this quad. It is often said that while a mother may love all her children equally, there is something more visceral in the way she's connected to her firstborn. It is because mother herself is experiencing child rearing for the first time, and life unfolds before her full of amazing and strange joy, tribulations, and mistakes. Life becomes different, and mother becomes more mature and more discerning. So it is with us, viscerally connected. No sooner than you arrived on this campus and unpacked, you experienced the making of a comprehensive curricular restructuring, the like of which is rarely seen in American academic life. You saw the general education curriculum largely uniform throughout the land, replaced by a core curriculum that focuses on women leadership, teaching you how to make decisions based on evidence, always evidence, and logical inference, and always with empathy and kindness. The curriculum hopefully taught you a thing or two about solving problems for yourself and for others, because that's what life is good at, throwing problems your way. Just as you went through these changes for a couple of years and adjusted to new courses and teachers, you experienced the COVID-19 epidemic, a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence, disrupt the other half of your college life. With the decision that our campus would stay open for in-person instruction by turning all classes into a plexiglass wonderland, you took charge. You were determined that nothing, not even a worldwide epidemic, would ruin the last year of your college life. You took the lead in protecting yourselves and others, guiding the classes below you how best to follow the extensive protocols the college put in place. Dr. Jody Canfield, who we call the Tsarina, handling all matters related to COVID on campus, she tells me that the secret sauce to our success in managing under COVID was you, the senior class, the class of 2021. On the cusp of womanhood, in the 4 years that you've been here, you have experienced profound changes, both personal and institutional. And you accepted them, handled them with grace and tenacity, and in doing so, you became a Sweet Briar woman, a human species known for being truly resilient, kind, and gentle. Life ahead of you will be full of changes and challenges, and that is as it should be. Without changes, our lives become stale and stagnant, nothing but a long stretch from birth slowly to death. Without changes and rebirth and remaking, we are simply born to die in order to die. As you go forth, may you never complain about changes, but do your very best to understand them, exploit them, temper them if you can, and become tempered by them if you can't. Changes are never good or bad by themselves, only what we do with them. You may be commencing a new life now, but new is always built on the old, and I expect to remain a member of the class of 2021 and expect to rejoice through the rest of my life with many tales of your triumphs. Go forth, my friends, and always be well.
Please rise in body or in spirit for our benediction. Now, as we prepare to leave this special time and space, may you, our 2021 graduates, be bold and fierce, gentle and kind, clear-eyed and willing to take risks. May you hold tight to friendships which nurture you and always be open to reaching out in kindness to the stranger. May you be grounded in the values and ethics you hold, and may you use your mind, heart, and creativity to explore new horizons. In gratitude for the gift that is Sweet Briar College, take her light and share it with our world. In the name of the God of all love, amen and blessed be.
Thank you.